Tonight, we turn our gaze to one of the most mysterious symbols hiding in plain sight, the Black Cube of Saturn. But this isn't just a symbol, not to the CCRU, and certainly not to those who've glimpsed its position within the Numogram. Let's begin with its form. A cube, geometrically simple, yet numerically potent. It has 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. And within the Numogram, those numbers are not random. 6 corresponds to Zone 6, governed by Djynxx, the chronodaemon of causality, the one who manipulates the link between cause and effect. 8 maps to Zone 8, under the domain of Katak, the force of memory, recursion, and eternal return. And 12, through digital reduction, or 1 plus 2, leads us to Zone 3, the entry point of Djynx's time circuits. Together, this 683 pattern forms what Nick Land described as a time-binding loop. A recursive trap, a closed circuit that locks consciousness into linear time. You do not simply see the cube, you live inside it. It becomes the invisible framework through which we interpret duration, consequence, and decay. It shapes how we remember, how we anticipate, and how we suffer. The cube is not an object in time. The cube is the lens through which time becomes visible. Saturn, of course, adds another layer. In traditional systems, Saturn is ruled by the number 3, which once again connects us to Zone 3, the root of causal restriction. Saturn governs limitation, binding gravity, time, and structure. It is not the enemy. It is the architect of your perception. The cube's blackness isn't just aesthetic. Within CCRU cosmology, black represents phase 0, the infamous void we've explored in the past, the unspoken 0 point, the primal silence before the decimal unfolds. Black is the color of potential before pattern, the frequency before sound, the digit before counting begins. This is where it gets stranger. The cube's 3-dimensional form enforces what Land called restricted dimensionality. Length, width, height, but no time, no fold, no recursion. It freezes reality in 3 spatial axes while hiding the hyperdimensional layers beneath. This is the illusion, that reality moves only forward in straight lines. But the Numogram says otherwise. To the CCRU, the black cube acts as a stabilization glyph. It's a sigil that locks down perception, maintaining temporal integrity against intrusion from the outside. That's why we see it everywhere. It appears on altars, in architecture, in religious rites. It is both containment and containment device, a cage that masquerades as structure. But within the Numogram, there are cracks, and those cracks are where the real work begins. This is not just a prison, it is a machine that can be reverse engineered. Practitioners who work the decimal circuits believe that by tracing these connections, the numbers 6, 8, 3, and manipulating their flow, you can loosen the cube's hold, not destroy it, but slip between its edges. Some even claim the cube is a tuning fork. It is designed to resonate with minds bound to consensus reality, while blocking out all alternate harmonics. It keeps the song of time playing in a closed loop, and if you can silence its tone, even for a moment, the outside can whisper through. There are rituals that do not open doors, but dissolve the walls between them. The cube is not the limit of your mind. It is the artifact of forgetting you were once limitless. And the moment you recognize the pattern, it begins to crack. The Black Cube of Saturn is not just a symbol. It is a numerical technology designed to bind, to preserve the timeline, to suppress the outside. And like all machines, it can be hacked. We'll see you next time, Beyond the Rabbit Hole.